What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning back to the channel. This video, we will be going over the mini cut that I have scheduled for the next 4 weeks. As I mentioned in my last video, I've been in this program for just about 4 months, and I am reaching the top end for how I look, weight, and just overall. I'm closer to the 15% body fat, and anything beyond the 15% body fat is not very beneficial to your bulk. You will just, from this point on, you kind of just gain fat quicker than your muscle. So there's no need to keep going beyond this point. What I'm gonna do to counteract that is implement the mini cut. For the next 4 weeks, that will be the game plan. And what you want to do for this is always set yourself up, okay? So you don't want to jump into a mini cut not really understanding what you're doing or where you're at. And I'm going to go over just some basic things that I will keep in mind to make it a successful cut. Like I said, once you reach your 15% body fat, which I'm at, you want to implement that. And what you want to do is obviously adjust your calories. So in my case, I was at 3,100 calories per week, and I was gaining a steady amount of weight. I'm happy, not too crazy. What I'm going to be doing is subtracting 800 calories. So 800 calories is pretty aggressive, and the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want this cut to be much more than the 4 weeks. You can do it more gradually, but for me, I'm just not trying to do that. And it's not because I just can't be in a deficit for that long. I can definitely do that, but I just know my body well enough to know that if I go more than those 4 weeks, I'm gonna lose too much weight and I will not be happy with it. I'm just gonna go a little bit more aggressive for 4 weeks. That's why I'm doing 800 calories. So that will put me at the 2,300 mark. And before you start your cut too, try to give yourself some time to mentally prepare yourself and to prepare yourself just with life. The thing is, it's gonna suck the first couple weeks and you probably won't be as happy. So you wanna do everything possible to set yourself up well, and so you keep that cut. There's no point of going crazy with the calories if you're not gonna stick to them. So what I do, obviously mentally prepare myself that, heck, you know, Monday coming around, I'm gonna start this cut, and you know, I'll just be ready for it. Nothing's gonna surprise me. And it also gives you an opportunity to adjust your diet. And obviously you'll know your new calories, but I'm just saying what you'll be eating on a day-to-day basis. For me, I honestly eat the same stuff every single day. And I know a lot of people ask me, why do I do this? Honestly, I enjoy it. It's not even that hard. Once I get hungry, I get hungry. And I'd rather eat the food that I have that's gonna keep me healthy and gonna keep me on track than eating just random things, you know? And also, you wanna make this automatic. Don't think about it too much. Just go through the motions. Honestly, just go through the motions. The less thought behind it, the better, just because you guys won't be picking and choosing, okay? You won't go through that decision making. That is unnecessary. And honestly, that puts more stress on you, on your body, and your mind. So make this autonomous. What I do is prep myself so I know the calories, and what I'm gonna do, because I eat the same thing every single day, I'll just plan out my meals for the whole week, and I'm gonna do this for 4 weeks. You know, I'm gonna be able to eat the same stuff every single day for 4 weeks. Obviously, I can play around with this a little bit more, say on the weekends when I'm hanging out with friends or family, but during the week, just go through it. Make this the hard part of your week. You know, if you want to reward yourself, do it on the weekend. Don't do it during the week. It's the easiest thing, especially if you guys work. For me, I seriously, I just wake up, breakfast, go to work, eat lunch, come home, eat my snack, go to the gym, come home, eat, and go to bed. So the less thinking you have, the better, okay? So plan that out. The other thing too that you want to incorporate is a little bit more cardio. To jumpstart your cut, right now I've been doing 2 sessions of cardio, and one of them was the HIIT workouts. And I've actually had the pleasure to start coaching soccer. So I'm an assistant soccer coach at a high school here, and I just started, and it's perfect because Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm actually going to be out there playing with these guys. So I'm going to be helping those guys out, and to incorporate a little bit more cardio, I'm actually just going to be playing with them. So I would say 40 to 45 minutes of just running around will do me just enough cardio for the entire week, just because soccer it's more of a high intensity cardio than just being on a treadmill or a Stairmaster or an elliptical, I'm sorry. So with those two being implemented on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then having one more cardio day, that's enough for me. So that would be good enough. And again, just because I lose weight fairly quickly, running is just my kryptonite, and I will lose that pretty fast. Those would be my cardios. But yes, you want to implement a little bit more cardio than you normally do. That will really help your body adjust, okay? So it'll stun your body, and you'll start losing that fat a little bit quicker. The last thing too that I did want to go over is you want to keep as much strength as possible. As you lose weight, inevitably you will lose muscle mass. There's nothing that you can do to really avoid that, you know? The best thing to counteract that is just to keep as much strength as possible. And this is where keeping track of your lifts is very, very important. I tracked all my lifts. I have all my weights for everything that I do. And for this cut, obviously, since I'm going to be losing weight, I'm going to try to stick as close to the numbers that I have written down throughout this whole process, because you'll lose weight, you'll start to get a little bit more fatigued quicker, you'll probably feel a little bit more sore. And again, it's just because you have that deficit in calories your body has been used to, that it's going to be like, heck, what's going on? You know, I need more to keep my body going and fueling myself. So it'll go through that phase, and you'll feel it. At one point, you will have to lower the weights, unfortunately, but if you can push that to, say for me, I'm doing 4 weeks, if I can keep the same weight throughout my first 2.5 weeks without adjusting anything, that's huge, because I already did more than half of my cut, and I maintain that weight, still losing weight, and maintaining that muscle mass is a big thing. That's very important. So again, try to keep as much muscle mass by hitting the same movements with the same weights, okay? You don't want to deviate too much from that. Those would be the best things and key points throughout this mini cut. Hopefully that made sense, and that's what I will be doing for the next month. And it's also awesome because I will be going on a trip, and it would be nice because I know we might be going to the beach on one of those days. So the good thing is that I'll be leaving in a month, so the time I take my trip, I will be pretty cut, and I'm pretty excited for it. I didn't even plan this, and it just worked well. So I'm very, very stoked to do this. And obviously, who doesn't want to see their abs? It's like that little halfway point for me. I've been doing this for 4 months now, and it does get a little monotonous. This kind of sparks it again, you know, you bring that back, and I'm pretty excited to go through this mini cut and see my new gains and then work from there. I'm pretty excited. Today I will be hitting a workout with my brother, so I'm actually kind of behind on things. So I'm gonna get ready and hit the gym, and then I'll follow up with you guys afterwards.
Gonna do it for the YouTube. Oh, I hear you, man.
Alright guys, so I did not record my workout for the day, but I did want to go over my little grocery haul here. So I didn't do anything crazy. I don't think I included anything on here that I usually don't buy, but I did want to go over what I am doing right now. Obviously, adjusting my calories, I'm going to be eating a little different. It's going to be the same food, but just in smaller quantities. But when you are cutting, you want to use buy foods that will contribute to a lot of the volume in your stomach. So a lot of veggies. And for me, I also do tofu. Tofu, normally I don't do this, but for some reason I just feel pretty full with it. So I will be including more tofu and veggies, as you can see. I also do a lot more of my fruits. So I would stick to berries and apples just because with those I feel like I'm okay with the calories, and I actually got rid of my bananas. So I'm actually cutting out the bananas because those have way too many calories and they're unnecessary. Honestly, they're delicious, but at no point do I really need them. So I'm going to stick with just the berries and my apples. And then for vegetables, honestly, anything. Just you want to include way more veggies to keep you full. So I love my onions, so I always get some red onions. I love my peas. Not only is that more veggies, but that's a bit more protein as well. And my peppers, and that's something that I normally get. Okay, so this is the basic stuff. Just wanted to kind of go over that stuff with you guys. Just get more volume in your foods when you are cutting. So that's what I got for the grocery haul. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video.